Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! For our learning competency, the learners describe in simple terms how the following human body systems work: muscular, skeletal, digestive, circulatory, and respiratory. For our objectives, number 1, summarize the basic functions of the digestive system in a way that is easy for others to understand. Number 2, outline the key components and functions of the circulatory system in a clear and simple manner. Number 3, describe how the respiratory system works in straightforward terms. Let's start our lesson with jogging in place. How did you feel? What comes in and what comes out? Share your answer to your classmates. Remember that air is one of the basic needs of living things we learned before. We learned that air contains oxygen and other gases. Unlocking content area vocabulary. Lungs. The lungs are two sponge-like organs in the chest that help us breathe by taking in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. Breathe. To breathe means to take air into the lungs and then let it out again. It is the process of inhaling and exhaling. Oxygen. Oxygen is a gas in the air that our bodies need to survive. We inhale it into our lungs so our cells can use it for energy. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a waste gas produced by our bodies when we use oxygen. We exhale it out of our lungs. Inhale, exhale. To inhale is to breathe in air, while to exhale is to breathe out air. These two actions make up the breathing process. Let's now go on with the human respiratory system. The human respiratory system helps us breathe. It takes in oxygen and removes carbon dioxide. Key parts include the nose, trachea, bronchi, and lungs. The lungs have tiny air sacs called alveoli, where oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged. What is the respiratory system? The respiratory system is a group of organs and structures in the body that work together to help us breathe. Its main function is to take in oxygen from the air and remove carbon dioxide, which is a waste product. Key parts of the respiratory system include the nose, throat, trachea, bronchi, and lungs. When we inhale, air enters the lungs, where oxygen is exchanged for carbon dioxide. which we then exhale. This process is essential for providing our bodies with the oxygen needed to function properly. The respiratory system consists of a set of organs and tissues involved in the uptake of oxygen from the atmosphere and the release of carbon dioxide generated during aerobic respiration. This gas exchange is also called breathing or external respiration. It plays a crucial role in maintaining our body's oxygen supply and removing waste gases. Oxygen travel. This flowchart simplifies a complex process that captures the essential steps involved in oxygen transport and gas exchange within the respiratory system. First, air enters through the nose or mouth. It passes through the pharynx and larynx. The trachea carries air down into the bronchi. The bronchi divide into smaller bronchioles. These bronchioles lead to clusters of alveoli in the lungs. In the alveoli, oxygen diffuses into the bloodstream. Carbon dioxide diffuses out of the bloodstream into the alveoli. The diaphragm relaxes, pushing air out of the lungs. Air exits through the trachea, larynx, and either the nose or mouth. Let's now go on with the human respiratory organs. Nose and nasal cavity. The nose serves as the primary entry point for air. Inside the nose, we find the nasal cavity, which filters incoming air, removing dust and particles, warms and humidifies the air before it reaches the lungs, and contains olfactory receptors for our sense of smell. Mouth and oral cavity. The mouth can also serve as an alternate entry point for air. The oral cavity plays a minor role in respiration but is essential for speech and swallowing. If the nasal passages are blocked, breathing through the mouth becomes essential. Pharynx, throat. The pharynx connects the nasal cavity and mouth to the trachea. It serves as a common pathway for both air and food. The epiglottis, a flap-like structure in the pharynx, prevents food from entering the trachea during swallowing. Larynx, voice box. The larynx is a tough, flexible segment of the respiratory tract that connects the pharynx, the back of the nose and throat, to the trachea or the windpipe. It allows air to pass through it while preventing food and drink from blocking the airway. Trachea, the windpipe. The trachea is a wide, hollow tube that connects the larynx to the bronchi, or the airways, of the lungs. Its primary function is to enable airflow to and from the lungs. This preparation ensures that the air entering the lungs is at an optimal temperature and humidity level for efficient gas exchange. Next is bronchi. The bronchi are the main airways into the lungs. When you breathe, air enters your body through your mouth or nose and passes through the larynx and trachea. The trachea branches into a bronchus in each lungs. The bronchi are equipped with tiny hair-like structure called cilia. Cilia help move mucus out of your lungs, keeping the bronchi clean and healthy. Bronchioles. Bronchioles are small, branching air passages inside the lungs. They serve as conduits for air, connecting the larger bronchi to the alveoli. Alveoli are where gas exchange occurs. Oxygen enters the bloodstream and carbon dioxide is removed during exhalation. Bronchioles deliver air to a diffuse network of approximately 300 million alveoli. Alveoli. Alveoli are tiny air sacs located at the end of the bronchioles. These structures play a crucial role in gas exchange during breathing. In the alveolus, oxygen molecules move through a single layer of lung cells, entering the bloodstream. Simultaneously, carbon dioxide or CO2 molecules pass from the bloodstream into the alveolus. Gas exchange. During external respiration, oxygen-rich air enters the alveoli during inhalation. Oxygen molecules diffuse across the thin alveolar walls into the bloodstream, where they bind to hemoglobin in red blood cells. Simultaneously, carbon dioxide produced by cellular metabolism diffuses from the blood into the alveoli. And during the internal respiration, oxygen is delivered to body tissues, and carbon dioxide is removed from the tissues and transported back to the lungs for inhalation. Let's see how gas exchange happens. First, simultaneously, carbon dioxide produced by cellular metabolism diffuses from the blood into the alveoli. Second, during external respiration, oxygen-rich air enters the alveoli during inhalation. Third, oxygen molecules diffuse across the thin alveolar walls into the bloodstream, where they bind to hemoglobin in red blood cells. Fourth, during internal respiration, oxygen is delivered to body tissues and carbon dioxide is removed from the tissues and transported back to the lungs for exhalation. Let's now go on with the functions of the respiratory system. First is gas exchange. The primary function is to take in oxygen from the air and expel carbon dioxide from the body through the lungs. Second is breathing. It enables the process of inhaling or taking air in and exhaling or pushing air out, which is essential for maintaining life. Third is the regulation of blood pH. The respiratory system helps maintain the acid-base balance in the body by controlling the levels of carbon dioxide in the blood. Fourth is sound production. The respiratory system is involved in producing sound through the vocal cords in the larynx, allowing us to speak and communicate. Next, we have maintaining a healthy respiratory system. Maintaining a healthy respiratory system is essential for overall well-being. Here are several effective ways to keep your lungs and airways in good condition. Number 1, avoid smoking. Stay away from tobacco products and secondhand smoke, as they can damage the lung tissue and lead to respiratory diseases. Number 2, exercise regularly. Engage in physical activities like walking, running, or swimming to strengthen your lungs and improve their efficiency. Number 3, practice deep breathing. Incorporate deep breathing exercises into your routine to enhance your capacity and reduce stress. Number 4, stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water to keep the mucous membranes in your airways moist, which helps trap and expel dust and germs. Number 5, maintain a healthy diet. Eat a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, which provide essential nutrients that support lung health. Number 6, limit exposure to pollutants. Reduce exposure to air pollution, dust, and allergens by using air purifiers, wearing masks, and ensuring good ventilation indoors. Number 7, get vaccinated. Stay up to date with vaccinations, such as the flu vaccine and pneumonia vaccine, to protect against respiratory infections. Number 8, regular checkups. Visit your healthcare provider for routine checkups to monitor lung health and catch any issues early. Number 9, practice good hygiene. Wash your hands frequently and avoid close contact with people who are sick to reduce the risk of respiratory infections. Number 10, limit alcohol consumption. Drinking alcohol in moderation can help maintain overall health and prevent respiratory issues. as excessive drinking can weaken the immune system and impair lung function. Let's go on with learning activity sheets with answers. And that wraps up today's lesson. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for tuning in.